tight hamstrings. That's our next one on our list of our physical limitations in our series. I'm Mark Amy here at One to One Golf Studio. So that's very easy to ignore the hamstrings in the golf swing when you feel they're quite tight, which generally I come across a lot of people with very tight hamstrings. So the test on that one is to touch the old toes. So make sure when you're trying to touch those toes, you've got your feet nice together, raise those arms up, make sure you hinge back and then tilt forward. So that's important that you're learning to hinge. That's very important. So when you're trying to touch those toes, that in a golfer's way to touch those toes rather than a gymnast way where you're just going straight forward and trying to keep that back dead straight. So make sure you hinge back. So give that a test first, see how you get on. The most common effect that you can have from tight hamstrings is one, jockey position, so you're sat down, so then that will restrict in your turn and your movement. And number two, which is the main one by far, is the C posture. So when you're stood there and you can't handle that pull in the hamstring, so you just round the top half to finish it off, so you haven't got any hinge from that hips. The main effect that can have is then the loss of posture. So when you're swinging back, the T-spine's quite tight and then you'll stand up out the shot. So the best way to attack this is one, address the posture. So make sure you're trying to get that hinge from the hips. So just in case it's more than just tight hamstrings, that you've just got the wrong idea, you just haven't got the correct motor pattern to get yourself set for that posture. You can put the club just along the pocket line, middle of the pocket line, pull that club back, feel the pinch in that shoulders, feel that chest lift up and then tilt forward, keep the legs straight and then just a slight give of the knees as you lower down into that position. And when you set yourself up, still try and feel that pinch so you've got that chest up rather than allowing it to collapse down. So that's an easy drill there to improve it, and you just only need to improve it slightly. It'll make a huge difference. The other way to attack it is then to stand a little bit closer to the ball or slightly taller in the shot. So if you are losing that spine angle, you're really struggling to lengthen those hamstrings and to maintain that posture position, then go into that posture position. So then stand taller. So then go into that position you're losing it in. So for example, say you're stood in that position and you tend to lift up into that position, start in that position at the beginning. So then you're a lot more consistent with your movement. You're not going up and down like a yo-yo. That will help with the consistency of the strike and that swing path. So actually join it rather than fight against it. Any questions or comments, please send them through. Like I keep saying, any bit that was restricted, post it through and I'll do a video for you on that. Any questions on that, please send that through. Give us a good thumbs up, hit the logo to subscribe, click on the next video, and I'll see you soon.